Well, RG, after our 37-minute drive here from the L's Club, I'm very excited about playing 3 holes with you.
I'm also excited, Darren. I'm a little bit nervous because, let me tell you this, I know you've had a lot of guests on here in the past.
High profile.
Very high profile, but I know it's been a very amicable affair, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to comply with that.
For what reason?
With that particular vibe. I don't want to lose to you. I really don't. This is Ryder Cup weekend. You're Australian. Us Brits are almost, it's in our DNA to want to beat the Australians at sport.
All right, I'll put it to you.
This is going to be aggressive, and
that's
it
fine.
might not be very friendly.
I've never seen you aggressive or unfriendly.
There might not be much shit-chat,
You're the friendliest guy on the planet. I'll tell you what, if the Aussie beats you today over this 3-hole challenge, you have to sing Advance Australia Fair on the last hole. As we walk off the green.
I don't even know the tune.
I'll help you with that. It's fine. I'll help you with it.
Maybe give me a song sheet. Maybe play it.
Let's get serious for a minute.
It's not going to happen anyway.
Let's get serious for a minute if we can. GD, Golf Digest, Middle East, been a massive year for you.
It's been a huge year. Yeah, lots and lots of great interviews, lots of content on not only our magazine but also social media. YouTube's been big for us. We launched a website back in February. Yeah, and we've had a lot of really good profile interviews. Obviously, the Ryder Cup this weekend. We sat down with Darren Clarke about 10 months ago and had a really nice chat with him.
How was he, mate, to interview back then?
He'd just walked off a flight. He'd had not a wink of sleep, and he was very tired. But to be fair to him, he was really nice. He answered all our questions. Very diplomatic because you know the captain of the Ryder Cup team can't go running his mouth off. He's got to be very tight-lipped with his answers. But it was a really interesting chat, and I think he'll be a good captain this week for Europe.
Absolutely. And other highlights for the year? Who else have you interviewed?
We've interviewed Bryson DeChambeau. Was huge for us back in the sort of desert swing. You know,
wasn't it massive on YouTube or something?
Huge on YouTube. Yeah, we had 90-odd thousand views, still climbing with that on YouTube. The golfing scientist, I don't know whether you guys remember, but has a very quirky swing, swings on one plane, all his irons are the same length, and he just got his PGA Tour card as well, so good news for Bryson. Hopefully that means he'll be back in the Middle East for the next desert swing. Obviously Paige Spiranak as well made a lot of headlines when she came over and played in the Ladies Masters. We did a big photo shoot with her. I know you were paying close attention to that one, Darren. Yeah,
well, after receiving all the news on Instagram from you, I couldn't help but follow it. That's the reason why. Talk to me about Gary Player.
Gary Player turning 80 last year, a legend of a man. In fact, he's been saying some really nice things about his dear friend Arnold Palmer, who we sadly lost just a few days ago. But he was fantastic when he came down. He did the leg kick, we did the front cover with Gary.
Did you try and emulate it?
I'm sort of knee height. I couldn't get it much beyond there.
Well, let's not go into it because you might pull a hamstring.
But Gary at 80 is kicking, you know, ear height, I would say, maybe even forehead.
Passionate guy, isn't he?
Just an incredible bundle of energy. I think he's fitter than you and me put together. Yeah, certainly me, maybe not you. I know you've been in the gym.
You obviously haven't. You've had a good summer.
I've had a great summer.
You've had a great summer.
I've been enjoying myself.
I noticed you're wearing a bigger shirt today.
Yeah, baggy.
Yeah,
you know,
baggy.
Just freedom to swing.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
What about McIlroy? Just to finish on, how was that interview?
Yeah, Rory down at we did that at the Dubai Mall. He's fantastic. You know, he's such a professional. I've known him for a while now. He started coming out to the Middle East back in when he was an amateur, when he was 17.
You're right.
Playing in I think the Desert Classic was the first European Tour event he ever played in as a 17-year-old. So he's great. You know, he gives such good answers. He's great copy. Speaks his mind as well. He's not afraid to you know, embrace controversial subjects, and
which is important, I think, in this day and age, because you don't want to be too robotic.
You don't want to be bland. You know, you want. It's such a politically correct world that we live in now, but you need guys that have colour. You need characters. I think that's what we've all appreciated with the King celebrating the life of Arnold Palmer. You know, he was the original sort of colourful character in golf. Oozing charisma. You know, he was the James Bond of the fairways back in the 1950s and 60s, and I think everyone who's playing golf today could look at what he did and try and emulate him.
No, absolutely agree. Well, RG, with that being said, it's been a great year for you. Let's see if it's going to be a
great 3 holes.
A great 3 holes for you. We're going to play holes 13, 14, and then we're going to finish on hole number 2.
Nice easy ones.
Well, they all involve water. Are you going to be all right with that?
I'm more worried about you, DK, to be honest with you. I know your swing. I know this guy has got like 3 or 4 swing thoughts, not every match or every game, but every hole. I just want to put him on the back foot, psychologically unhinge him, and let's see what happens.
The Pom's good with the chat, so let's see if you can back it up. RG, play well.
Very best of luck to you, and I do mean that.
In the spirit of great camaraderie.
Sure.
Play well.
Sure. Now let go of my hand, please.
Okay, good.
Well, that's nice, isn't it, DK? Wind hard off the right, water all the way down the left. That's my favourite combination, that.
I can't help but remember you were saying you're nervous. You don't strike me as the nervous type, RG.
It's nervous excitement. It's excitement at the prospect of you know, really giving you a good schooling.
Are you equally excited about the Aussie Rules Grand Final on
I
Saturdays?
have zero interest, less than zero.
Why is that? The greatest game in the greatest game in the
I
world.
wouldn't have a clue who's playing. I know you guys down in Australia take it seriously, but frankly, outside of that continent, we don't really pay much attention to it, Darren.
Well, it's a real man's game. That's why.
Anyway, right, this is going down the middle, I think.
Oh, and you are on the... What hole is that? That's the 12th. It could be in the middle of the fairway, but just the wrong fairway. Okay,
I was just being very cautious about the water there.
So you were never going left?
No, I was never going left. And, you know, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna turn that down.
Oh, you okay with that?
It's not my best, but she's in play. And I think that's really all you can ask for off this tee.
She's in play.
Yeah.
Well, if you're happy with me...
Come on, tell me, what's been the swing thought?
Well, if you're happy with
that's
mediocrity...
dominated the last 15 minutes for you?
So it's just an inside takeaway and then
Okay.
release.
Inside and release.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much sense, but whatever works for you.
Taking 3 wood, because this will go just as far as your driver.
Okay, let's see. Well, it's a
look
low
at that,
shooter.
RG. Look at that. That's
You've
a draw.
really... It's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but it's effective, Darren. It's effective. Well, this is an interesting predicament on the first hole. Do you... I feel like you're my caddy.
I always love that word interesting on a golf course. I would say it's been an adventurous start for you.
I think, you know, these modern golf clubs, it's a nice lie. I'm actually fine here. I've got nothing to worry about, Darren.
Well, good luck with it, RG. Because I'm lying pretty well over there on the fairway.
I can't see the water, and what you can't see, you don't think about, right?
You're talking about life or golf?
Yeah, maybe something.
You're like a
something
mentor.
a bit more existential
You're like the
than golf, but I've got my line.
You're like the Dalai Lama of golf.
Can you please? This is an important shot coming up. Thank you.
It's very serious.
All right. Oh, and that's got to be in the water.
That is a great shot.
No, it's got to be in the water.
That is super shot. Well, you can drop close to the green. Like you hit it really well. You hit it not on the right line.
Are you patronising me?
And then it hooked. Would I ever patronise you?
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I don't know why I put up with
Well,
this.
it's fair to say it's advantage Australia.
For now. A lot can happen on this hole. Very tricky green, water all down the left, wind blowing hard right to left. I know your favourite shot is a quick hook.
You know, you and Bob Rotella would get on well. I think you need a couple of sessions.
Just try and block out that water.
Well, with these tailor-made M2 irons, I'm
Sorry,
going.
are they
I'm going
paying
a
you
seven.
for this?
No. I'm just saying. It's a 7-iron, and it's 205 yards, and I back myself.
Okay.
Right.
Let's hope those new purchases can help you out here.
Yeah. Well,
if they were even purchased.
It certainly won't be wet. Oh, you love a free game of golf. Jeez. All right, here we go.
Oh, you've bailed out beautifully there, DK. That is a magnificent bailout.
That's up near the new clubhouse.
That is...
That's fine, it's just a chip on. It's all part of the strategy, RG. Well, the golfing gods are definitely looking after our favourite Englishman over there, because I could have sworn his ball was heading straight for that water, that snap hook of his. But it puts the pressure back on me to get this close. Chipping's not the best part of my game, but either's RG's. It's actually quite deplorable, so look, let's see how we go. Enough sledging. Let's try and back it up with a good chip shot here. Well, that's not bad. That's okay. RG, I reckon that's to about 5 feet. Over to you.
Sorry, is there a reason why you're standing here?
Well, of course you need to recognise that chip.
Do you need me to reassure you every time you hit a golf shot?
I hit it to 5 foot.
You did it. It's okay. It's a decent chance at par.
Well, let's see what happens when your left knee buckles with this shot. Maybe we should get a side-on view. I'll just go and mark my ball 5 foot from the hole.
We've seen a lot of dubious behaviour from the Australians over the Ashes in the last few years, decades, centuries, and this is a great example of why. Well, they need to be put in their place, frankly, and that's what I'm going to try and do. He has made a valid point. My knees do go like Elvis on a chip shot. Very nice, Darren. This one's a bit of a tricky one, downhill, left to right, and it's all about the contact. Let's see if we can just
very
make a
good with the
clean
chat.
one.
Let's see if he can back
Hands
it
ahead
up,
of the ball.
because he needs to get inside 5 foot to be any chance. Oh, look.
Oh, that was
is
awful. Is it going to come down the hill?
These greens are running as good as what I think they are. He might be a chance, but
Well, not the strength of my game, to be fair. And it is unfortunately advantage Australia.
should I pull the flag for you, RG?
Away's good, Darren.
Okay,
You're very
sure?
kind. You're very kind. That was a wretched chip shot. I can't believe you didn't give me a chance to take another go and edit that first one out. But that's the kind of treatment I'm going to be getting, is it? I sort of know now.
I think a little bit less chat and a bit more action from the Englishman would be the order of the day. Because you better start to learn those lyrics of Advance Australia Fair.
It's going to be Retreat Australia Fair, I think.
He's gone with the claw, which he's known for, and he's good pace. Take that away, RG.
It's very kind of you, thank you. It's a bit longer than 5 feet, isn't it, really?
Oh, and it
It's
feels
probably
like
more like 7 or 8.
It feels like a 5 footer for me. Actually enjoy these putts,
Yeah?
especially when it is to go one up.
I wish you well.
Thanks, RG. I'll go the claw as well.
Go on then. After disparaging it so horribly.
fitting.
Oh, he's blocked it.
Blocked it.
This is
Okay,
why
I'll
we're
putt
not.
it. No, I'll putt it.
No, take it away. Of
no,
course.
I'll putt it.
I
No,
beg
it's
your
fine.
pardon. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
fine.
Sorry. I just assumed it was given. This isn't the Ryder Cup. This is about friendship.
It's
This is
more
about camaraderie.
it's more
This is
competitive.
about putting Australia in their place.
You think Ryder Cup's competitive? This is brutal
Oh,
today.
this is no. We may not speak for a while after this.
Yeah, stop touching me, would you?
I'm sorry.